So last time we talked about assessing pupils' progress and AF2, which was thinking scientifically, and remembering of course that APP is not statutory, but it is a useful tool to use to assess pupils and to look for next steps. So we're going to have a think about AF3 today, which is communicating and collaborating in science. And I thought we should come outside on this lovely windy day and talk about how we can get children to communicate what they've found out when they've done an outdoor investigation. So these are the results from an outdoor investigation I did with Year 3, and I got the idea from Kew Gardens. And what it is the little bits of wool represent caterpillars, so I'd sprinkled these different coloured ones around the school grounds. The children were representing birds, so they worked in teams of birds collecting the caterpillars and bringing them back to the nest. And after a minute of collecting, they moved to the next strip of Velcro, and then after the next minute to the next one, and so on. So the whole investigation took 5 minutes to do once we'd organised everybody, and we took the results back into class and we looked at each of the team's results. And I asked the children, is there a pattern to your results? And if there is, what is that pattern and can you explain the pattern? So after a while, giving them time to discuss it, get their thoughts together, they talked about 2 patterns that they could see. They could see there were more caterpillars in the first minute and less as the time went on, and we discussed why that was. And that the brightly coloured caterpillars were collected first, and again we talked about how the results show that and why that was, and why actually most caterpillars are green, and many of the green woolly caterpillars they never found. They blended in so well outside. And to talk about also, well, some caterpillars are brightly coloured, and why is that? Why do they want to make themselves so obvious? All that conversation was possible because there was time left in the lesson to do that. And that was because how we'd collected our results meant that we immediately had a way of looking at them and presenting them. So when you're thinking of giving time to children to discuss their results and to communicate what they found out, and to think about what the advantages were of other groups collecting results and how they can pool their information together, all that conversation, find a creative way of recording your results and find the time to have those conversations.